My daughter-in-law said, "That fridge is mine. Buy your own food." And the surprise I prepared. Opening scene, the hook. Soft piano music, voice calm but emotional. Narrator Eleanor, when your own home starts to feel like someone else's house, you realize loneliness isn't just about being alone, it's about being unwanted. I never thought my golden years would feel this cold, not until the day my daughter-in-law pointed at the fridge and said, "SFX, fridge door closing. That fridge is mine, Mom. You should buy your own food." I stood there, clutching my teacup, pretending it didn't hurt. But inside, something broke. Scene 2, the setting and conflict. I'm Eleanor, 67. After my husband passed away, my son Mark insisted I move in with him and his wife, Lydia. At first, it sounded like love. "Mom, you shouldn't be alone. Come stay with us." But soon, it became clear, Lydia didn't mean our home, she meant her home. She labeled everything: her shelves, her fridge space, her towels. She even put a little note on the washing machine: "Please ask before using." I tried to stay quiet. I cooked small meals, cleaned, and spent evenings knitting by the window. But every small act of kindness felt unwelcome, like I was trespassing in my son's life. Scene 3, the turning point. One afternoon, while cleaning the pantry, I overheard Lydia on the phone. Lydia laughing, "I swear, she eats like a bird but still uses my groceries. Mark's too soft to tell her off. I'll handle it." Her words stung. I wanted to cry, but instead, I smiled. Because sometimes, kindness doesn't mean staying silent, it means teaching without shouting. So I came up with a plan. Scene 4, the surprise begins. The next morning, I went for a walk longer than usual. At the end of the street, a help wanted sign caught my eye at a cozy little cafe called Sunny Brews. They needed a part-time baker. Now, I hadn't worked in years, but baking was something my husband and I had loved doing together. I asked the owner, a cheerful woman named Grace, if she'd give me a chance. Grace looked at me, then smiled. "You remind me of my mom. Come in tomorrow. Let's bake some joy together." Scene 5, a new routine. Every morning after Mark and Lydia left for work, I'd head to the cafe. I made blueberry muffins, cinnamon rolls, and the warm apple pie that became the shop's bestseller. Customers started calling me Mama Ellie. For the first time in months, I felt alive. And every Friday, Grace would hand me an envelope, small but filled with honest earnings. I didn't tell Mark or Lydia. Instead, I began saving and quietly planning my surprise. Scene 6, the revelation. A few weeks later, Lydia returned from work to find movers in the kitchen. Lydia, shocked, "Excuse me, what's going on here?" The movers were installing a brand new stainless steel refrigerator. Bigger, shinier, and far nicer than hers. I smiled and said, "Oh, don't worry, dear, I finally bought my own fridge like you suggested." She blinked. "You bought that with what money?" Before I could answer, Mark walked in from work. "Mom, what's happening?" I handed him a box of muffins tied with a ribbon. "Try one, sweetheart. I've been working at Sunny Brews." Mark looked stunned and proud. Lydia just stood there, speechless. Scene 7, the emotional climax. That night, as I arranged my groceries in my fridge, Lydia appeared quietly at the kitchen door. Her voice trembled a bit. "Eleanor. I'm sorry. I didn't realize how that sounded that day. I looked up. She continued, eyes glossy, my mom passed when I was young. I never learned how to live with another woman in the house. I been selfish. I set the milk down and smiled gently. Dear, love doesn't need labels, not even on fridges. She laughed through her tears. Then she did something I never expected. She hugged me. Scene 8, the resolution. A month later, Lydia started helping me bake on weekends. We'd laugh, make a mess, and sometimes sell cookies at the cafe together. Our home changed not because of the fridge, but because we learned how to share again. Mark often jokes now, between my mom's pies and Lydia's lasagna, I'm gaining weight out of pure happiness. Scene 9, the uplifting ending. Soft music returns, warm tone. I still keep that shiny fridge in the corner of our kitchen, not as a reminder of pain, but of growth. Because sometimes, it takes a little coldness to teach us the warmth of understanding. And every time Lydia slips a note into my apron that says love you, Mom, I know one simple truth: kindness doesn't shout. It quietly changes hearts. Closing line message. Narrator, forgive quickly, love freely, and never stop believing that even the coldest hearts can thaw. With a little patience, and a lot of pie. Pie yellow heart.